This video we're going to learn how to play the Belgrade Gambit in a different variation. Like this is going to be a 4 knights opening, but it will not be followed by knight takes pawn on this position. So this knight here in a build up will not. Okay, let's just build it up. This comes the 4 knights opening. Now white plays pawn to d4 and black does take. We move this here. But now the ideal thing what we would expect is knight plays this. But knight does not play that. Instead he goes here. And obviously you take this. And then what? What are you going to do then? He's going to move this somewhere, maybe somewhere here or here. Then we can play something like this, and then black this, and then that's not what you want to play, right? Okay, so let's analyze one of my games where I did play this variation against Ulfbrid Hauer. So this is what it goes: e4, e5, knight f6, knight f3, sorry, knight c6, 4 knights opening, e4, d4, pawn takes d4. We move the knight to d5. Knight takes knight. We take back. He goes here. Okay, this is best. But now what? Now what do you play? Well, you take this. Well, this is not a very good move. Just suggested this. We take bishop to c3. But okay, I played this and this was not bad. He takes back. We lose our pawn. Oh. We go to queen e2. Check. Okay, this is a tricky position. Now I played this. Now people wonder why, but let's see it, because he cannot move the queen, and if he doesn't take my queen, I'll take his queen by my knight. So he does take my queen. Then we take with the bishop, not the king. Remember this, do not take with the king. Do not lose your castling opportunities unless you have to. Okay, next, what do we do? Well, he plays this. I don't know why, but this is a very common move. Checking comes first in priority orders of looking at opportunities, so he might be looking at that. So I just block, goes back. I do this, I don't know, doesn't work much, but still. Okay, he takes this. We take that. Like, this is a mistake that he made here. I think this is not supposed to happen. But okay. Then, okay, this is a good move. He takes and then castles. Okay, so we look for checks, then we look for queen, then we look for other materials from priority order: rook, knight, bishop, and whatever. So what we do is we check him. This is the best move. Then he goes, he has to go here. This is forced. You see this arrow? This is forced. This is a forced move. He has to do this. And we played this here. This is where the game starts. We played this. Now this is not supposed to happen. He plays this. Then we play this. You cannot take my knight. So I'm like, okay, but I won't take. But then here comes the magical move. Look at this. What he should have done is he should have brought his rook to safety. Like this is what chess suggested. You see the arrow? This. But he played this instead. Okay. Now comes the brilliant move. Knight to g6. Brilliant. Why is this brilliant? Because he has to take with either one of his pawns. Now if he uses the f pawn, he loses the game. He's black back rank checkmate. So he knows that, so he uses the h pawn. Doesn't matter. We take this. Check. Now another magical move coming up. This is a mistake because you could have played something better, chess suggests, but I don't think so. I mean, I do this. Now, this move was made particularly to distract the opponent. He plays something like this, targeting the a pawn. I don't know why. Then I do this step by step, bringing the rook. Then I play this. Another brilliant move in one game. Now, why this? Because he will take with the bishop and then we take his rook. If he doesn't, well, he has to. Because then that's a checkmate. So he takes. It's a brilliant move. And then we take the rook. So now we are leading a piece and he may have more pawns, but that doesn't really matter because I took them in the subsequent moves. So the lesson to be learned here was simple. Just try to analyze what he might play and then play your best moves, because that's what the Belgrade Gambit teaches. Here black surrenders and he has to. So the learning for today is that even if things don't work out in the way you thought they would, like if the knight had taken it, we would have properly utilized the Belgrade Gambit, like pinning the knight to the king by the queen and then checking the king by bishop's movement of queen and then taking the pawn again, going into checkmate. But that didn't happen. That does not mean you lose the game. I mean, you play the way you did and then modify. Modify, that's the rule of chess. Change be the only constant.